Okay, so the last thing that happened was that Seven and Vanderwood got kidnapped by somebody or other. I don't know who. And Yusung, however, would very much like to think positively. I mean, you're so good at that, Yusung. Saf, I'm so glad you're back. It's great to be back. I mean, I'm back on the messenger. I'm still very much in danger. I missed you. Me too. I was so worried that you disappeared from the messenger and I couldn't even call you. I got a text from V that you're safe. I logged in as soon as I read it. It looked like a group text. I'm glad he's done what a representative should have done for once, lol. Don't be mean to V already. I could come back thanks to him. I owe him one, so be nice. Really? What did he do? It's complicated. It's a secret, so I can't tell you, but he worked so hard in between. He did. Now he's doing what the RFA representative should. I'm guessing that Seven worked so hard behind the scenes to find you, didn't he? Yeah, and I've heard almost nothing about him, so what's going on there? Really? Nothing? That's odd. While you were gone, so was Seven. He didn't call or text a single time, and I thought that was because he was busy looking for you. So this is interesting, because Seven was already... He's already gone AWOL, and then he gets kidnapped? So it's like nobody would notice today that he's gone missing, because he's already missing, I think. Right? Playing games that require you taking gaps is not good for people with terrible memory. I've immediately forgotten what we were talking about. I'm sure he has 1,000 things to worry about, even with me included.
지치네요.
Sure, Zen was interrogated, and that's what Juman is going through right now. He told us a few days ago on the messenger that he'll be away for a bit, so I'm aware that he has a certain personal business. Don't tell me something bad has happened to him. I don't want to think about that option. I mean, Seven isn't the type to do something bad. No, this is a pickle. I don't think he'll ever hurt someone so precious to him. I know, right? All of us know that Seven is not a bad guy. Not to mention, maybe, just maybe, he did something itty-bitty wrong. But I'm sure there's no way he can't save himself. I'm not an expert in hacking. But I know that Seven is really good, lol. I'm so worried. I hope they'll realise he's innocent.
헐.
Whether he is or not. Innocent? I think we'll have to see about that, lol. So, am I the only one who's worried that sooner or later Seven might leave us all? Why are you here? What's happening? Seven, it's been so long. How are you? Blink if you need help. Are you staying healthy? Seven, it's been a while. What were you doing so far? Why couldn't we hear from you? Why isn't he answering? Seven. Upsung. Zaf. Typos, lol. Are you having a hard time adapting after so long? V. Did somebody get to you? What's happening? No way. V. Seven. V. Are you hugging? Huh? I think he's in trouble. I think we need to stage another money rescue mission. That's what I thought. Seven. He's looking for V, right? Something's definitely going on with him. I should call V right now. Gotta go. Yeah, go now. Okay, see ya. Yeah, hello. What's happening? Tell me everything. It's really great listening to your voice through the phone. Ah. It's nothing up like an intruder barging in or an accident or something like that. Are we talking about what just happened, or are we just having a random conversation?
사실 좀 전에 V 형이랑 통화했어요. 자기를 찾고 있는 건데.
V kept mumbling that he must be looking for him. He sounded really flustered. Is it worth it? And they've just been kidnapped, so yeah, I'm gonna have to. It's the last day, technically. I need to unlock the things. Okay. The next chat is at like 11 something, so I'll be fine. I can do it. Saf, I got a call from Yusung. Did you see the message Seven left before? Yeah, I'm a bit worried. Because it's not like I saw what happened or anything. But this is just my theory. I get the feeling something definitely big is going on here. Juman isn't back either. When I was having interrogations, what they wanted to know was definitely about Seven. Don't you think this is what's behind this all? Yeah, don't you think we should track his whereabouts? We'll see whether that's necessary or not. Only when we know where he lives. We've known him for like years now, but we still don't know what exactly his occupation is, and that makes me feel so weird. Perhaps his life was much more perilous than we thought. He must have been lonely. I can see the options are starting to get a bit on the nose at this point. Do I side with the RFA or do I be like, yay, Rika? Yeah. I thought he was joking or exaggerating, of course, when he said he's an agent of darkness. Or that he almost got killed during a mission, or that he never knows when he'll die, but don't tell me, was he actually being serious? V! Oh my god, did you hear from Seven? Saf, this is my greatest joy and relief that you are safe here. I've come to see things for myself. Saf's safety was last night's news. Our latest news is endless typing of VV from Seven. Yeah, I'm also not exactly safe, so, I mean, don't forget, please. Please tell me you managed to reach him. I couldn't. What? He won't even pick up. Oh my god, you should get over to his place. Like, you know where he lives, right? You should get over to his place. I'm on my way. You know where he lives? Yes. Where is it? I'm coming with you. No one else can come. Do you not think that things have gotten way out of your hands? For the love of God. Accept help at this point, V. I love you to bits, but you're so infuriating sometimes. I'm already aware of that. If you're aware of that, then let's work this out together, please. Oh, this is so frustrating. I know, Zen. It is so frustrating. Just why in the world would you try to handle things on your own when things have gotten this bad? Because Luciel is dangerous. What? Hey, I'm not sure what's going on, but I do know something serious is going on here. Well, the situation, just what in the world did that silly prankster do? We've known him for years. Just what did he do to bring the prosecution service into this? I think we have a right to know. Yeah, I agree. Can you not trust the RFA enough? Like, can you not trust that the RFA is strong enough to embrace Seven Secrets? Okay, we're fine. You can't do this on your own. Listen. The thing is, if Vanderwood and Seven were kidnapped, then like that's them. So no offense, but what do you think you could do differently that would make you safer than they were? If you were to go, there were probably like tabs on his place at this point. You know, if they couldn't fight their way out of that, then you certainly can't. All you're gonna do is go there and be like self-sacrificing or something. V, for the love of God. There comes a time. Stop not saying anything. There comes a time where you need to accept that actually you can't handle this on your own. I know you probably promised Seven not to share his location and everything, but this is different. Oh, that's right, you can count on us. V, answer me. Why is he dangerous? Just what is his job? His job cannot be defined in a sentence or two, but I know that he must do everything in his power to hide himself. Hide himself? What's that supposed to mean? I mean, he has a good reason why, but stop hiding things from us, V. Looks like you know why. Can't you tell the rest of us too? I can't tell you. It's for everyone's sake. Hey, why does he have to live in hiding? He has a name. Though I don't know his address. And V, you're the only one who can explain to us about Seven Secrets, and you're the only one who can move everyone to what? I have to choose that one. To save Seven. Saf, will I ever be able to believe that? Stop being so frustrating. No, have faith in yourself. She's right. Trust us and start explaining. Seven's in trouble and we know nothing about him. We don't even know exactly what his occupation is. We know nothing about his family or hometown or school or friends. He rarely picks up when we call him. Instead, we'd get to hear this strange comment that the call's being bugged. We don't have time to suspect Seven. We should work together to save him. I think he was serious about that. Now you see that we can't trust him. We need to work together, all of us, as one, together, to save him. That's right. After all, he's one of us. V, I'm so nervous right now. Say something, anything. Seven has a tragic story. He's not a bad guy. And what is that story? Saf, V, I don't care what it is, just tell me what you know. First we couldn't reach Saf, and now we can't reach Seven. How long is this cycle going to take? This is all my fault. Stop saying that! Yeah, honey, stop blaming yourself for things that other people have done. I mean, yeah, you're not handling things great. Okay, you're not handling things perfectly. Nobody handles things perfectly, but you are the least to blame in this situation. V, Seyran is changing. You can change too. Seyran? And who is that? No, I'm absolutely not just. Oh yeah, no, he's my boyfriend. I'm not. There's no time for that right now. I know it's a dating game. That's probably the right answer, but I don't want to. I'll tell you later. Please give me some more time. Oh, seriously, I feel like I'm the one who's left in the dark. V at least should tell me what you know. Seriously, I've got to know. Is Seven in some kind of danger? Hyun, I am afraid I cannot tell you everything. Oh, see, I don't want to say you're the representative of the RFA, but you're being so stubborn to your members. But I need to know what the end of the sentence is. That's so frustrating. Everyone will stay forever in. Forever in what, though? Oh, I hate it. Oh, no, I can't. Oh. It's fine, because as much as it triggers me OCD right now to have an unfinished sentence that's not supposed to be unfinished, I also have really bad memory problems and I will probably forget about it by the time I'm finished. So it's fine. I'm so worried Seven's life might be in danger. Oh, that hurts. So am I, and I believe the same could be said for the rest of the RFA. Then start talking. Why not? Just why can't you tell us? Because if I do, there could be a crisis. Crisis? You mean something like the interrogation I've gone through? Yes. How? My goodness, this was like at 3 in the morning. How long is this? Don't you think making Seven was a mistake? If you keep secrets to yourself and try to do this on your own, then more dangers will follow. For the love of God. No, this is why it's so long, because it's accepting V. It's trying to get V to accept help, but he's V. Oh, just how dangerous is this secret? Right now my hands are shaking. Even if that secret happens to be dangerous, he's still one of us. You're right. Then we should get on with it now. What should we do now? You're not going to leave him unreachable, are you? I'm thinking. I'm so worried about him. What if he gets hurt? Right now I'm having trouble sleeping and I'm worried to death because of that possibility. It's driving me insane. 2 days ago you were my greatest concern, Saf, and now it's 7. Oh, I can help you only when I know what's going on, but since you tell me that you can't tell me, this is so frustrating. V, you do realise you're being so frustrating, don't you? You know something that might put the rest of us in danger. Zen, you're so understanding, I'm sure the rest of the RFA will trust you. She's right. As frustrating as you are, we'll trust you no matter what. So you'd better get a grip on yourself now. I appreciate you for saying that. Everything has come to this because of my choice. It is all the consequence of my choices. That Luciel is now living a life which does not allow him an alias. And I cannot tell you all I want you to know about Rika's departure. So you're saying this is all your fault? Yes. No. That's not true. It's not like you can see the future, V. I am at the very least loving these answers that I can give. She's right. Hey, stop saying that. Don't think that the world rotates around you and that you have to be responsible for everything. You are not God. You can't control people as you like. We get to decide what kind of life we live. 7 wanted to live without an alias, and Rika wanted to leave us. All of this wasn't in your power to control. That's such a good point. As someone who feels guilty about absolutely every small thing that happens, like, you can't be responsible for everything. I want to know just why you would think this is all your fault. Therapize him. Saf, yeah, I want to know too. I thought that this all happened because I couldn't love Rika enough or in a right way. V, just what is your definition of right way to love? You're not her parents. The only person in this world who can ever love Rika enough and correctly is Rika herself. Is it? It's difficult to love yourself, but that's the answer for all your troubles. Yeah, she's right. Human beings know no limit. When they're loved, the next day they want more, and they want a more perfect person, and that's why there's no limit. But if they love themselves, they'll torment others no more. And also gain this sense of security. Besides, who else would understand me when my ideal love is so complicated? The only person who can love me in the most perfect way is me, since I know myself the best. That's why I ran away from home. It made me kind of lonely, alright, but by choosing to be lonely, I chose to be an adult, and choosing to be lonely was the only way to make my dream come true. That's what I thought. It looks like you always remember to make yourself happy, and that's so important in a person's life. Yep, working hard for my dream is what provides me the greatest happiness in life. It's going to get complicated if I get into more detail, so let's put my story aside. So what I'm saying is, even if there was a certain kind of love that Rika... Oh, sorry. You should embrace your own limit, and we should love your limit. I agree, limit is something that everyone has. You can take flight over your limits only when you accept and embrace them. Has no one ever told you that? Every kind of love has imperfections and limits. V, perhaps you can forgive yourself only after you accept that. Of course, if you love someone, then you two would have to work things out together for each other. Thank you, Hyun. Don't mention it. Please be the representative faithfully in the lead. I'll mark your encouragement deep in my heart. Yes, that's more like it. Anyway, back to our discussion on 7. What should we do? I'll call you after I give it more thought. I hope you don't experience problems on that part. I have a feeling you'll stay awake most of the time. Right now, sleep happens to be at the very bottom of my list of life priorities. I'm sure that's the case for the rest of the RFA. Seriously, I don't think I've ever slept for real for the past 10 days. Everything was on fire ever since Saf joined us. Yes, it was. I'll do anything that I can, just let me know what it is. I believe your decision will never harm us. I see you've made yourself very trustworthy, V. I can only be thankful to everyone at the RFA. Of course, though we were really frustrated, you don't have to feel guilty. I know that you're always working hard, caring for our safety. Hyun, I'll be recharging myself until you call me. I've got to be ready when you need me. Sure. Thank you for staying and giving us a very long talk. You should rest now. Like, genuinely take care of yourselves, because other people being in danger doesn't mean that you now get to neglect yourself. Saf, you're just as doing so much at this hour. I hope all of us can meet for real and enjoy in the future. I hope I'll do my best to make that happen. As for tonight, thank you for talking to me. Who would have thought my story would actually help you? I'll get going now. Sure. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah? I sincerely wish Lucio will be back, and I would like to protect everyone too. If you're worried, why don't you talk to Jumin? He's your friend. Yeah, I don't really like him, but why don't you talk to the CEO in line? Your genie's friend who would never spill secrets once you pour them into him. Though I'm not sure when he'll be back. The thing is, I'm too honest. So if I'm aware of a secret, I might blurt it out before realising it. Got it. Well, that's not what you tell him when you've just been like, tell us the secret, tell us, they can trust us. I might actually tell everyone else about it, though. I'm actually a huge gossip. He's not going to tell you now, is he? Got it. Cheer up, V. And Saf, make sure you stay safe. Once again, welcome back. Thanks, have a good rest. Sure thing. Though I'm not sure if I can do that. I'll see you later. V, don't let your guilt grip you and be strong. I wish you luck. Thank you for your concern. It is a great blessing to have someone to hold you during times of difficulty. Until now, I thought that this is all because I couldn't give her the kind of love she needed. However, perhaps perfect love with somebody is nothing but fantasy that can be seen only in works of art. As it's love that makes us grow by experiencing differences and arguments. Aiming for perfection as if completing a work of artistic masterpiece would only render a person into a walking body of trauma and wounds. Love is a relationship between two completely different people, so it's only natural for it to be imperfect. If that's the case, now I feel helpless when it comes to love. What was it that Rika truly needed? Perhaps she didn't really need anything. She wanted to be different. She wanted to be someone she was not, and later chose to return to herself. She'll be the only one who knows what she needs, but now it would be impossible to ask her about it. I've realised I've come too far with no way to turn back. Now things call for a change, V. Everything is changing. I'm aware of that. I'm aware that Seiran is changing, and that must be all thanks to you. I think I must leave for a moment. I'll return as soon as my head is completely clear. Please just wait there just a bit longer. I'll do that. Please take care of Seven. Of course, and please take care of Seiran. Now excuse me. How on earth do you get through that chat at like 3 a.m? My goodness. I'm exhausted now and it's like 11 almost. I started this thinking, oh, the next chat's like 11ish, I'll be fine. My God, that took years. V, talk to me. I cannot leave Seiran and Rika here. We can't leave Seiran here. Rika's fine. We are not rescuing Rika. I underestimate this place. I mean, I agree that Rika cannot stay here because she's putting other people in danger, but we are not, listen to me, look at me, we are not rescuing Rika. We are rescuing other people from Rika. She can bloody well go to prison for all she likes. The number of people and the size of the cult is compounding every time I check upon them. Perhaps she's creating second or third Seiran. I must stop her. However, it's impossible to protect her at the same time. I must figure out where they have taken Luciel. I cannot do everything alone. I must admit that I now need help. He's admitting that he needs help! Once those files are unleashed, all members of the RFA will find out Luciel's story anyway. Then I should rather... Tell us! Okay, next one. Quickly. Oh, please don't be as long as the last one. Staff, the morning has come. Additionally, I received a full report on everything that took place last night. I'm hoping for you to take a look at this. I tried to find out whether Luciel's disappearance is related to the recent interrogation by the prosecution service, but the answer was no. I'll be so sad if something happens to Seven. I'm sure that's the same for all of us. There must not be any misfortune. Now I'll try to figure out with the unit if the interrogative interviews Zen and Mr. Han had has nothing to do with our loss of contact with Seven. But I feel frustrated. Luckily today, Mr. Han... Jae-hee? Ah! Hello. I see that I regret using 15 whole hourglasses to get through this. I see that Seiran has recovered the chat room last evening. Yeah, you realise that now? Yes, thanks to you. I had no time to spare for things other than improving the security. Even if you did manage to recover the messenger, there's no telling where I'll find my way inside this chat room, like how Seiran does. So I suggest you choose your words very carefully. I will do no such thing. This is for Seiran's sake. As much as I want to be aggressive at Rika, I want to be nice to Rei/Seiran also. I need the hearts. I need a satisfying ending. I don't care if it's a good ending, I just need a satisfying one. That's very bold of you. You sound like you have a secret of your own, and it appears you have no idea how much I know. You'd better remember that I will no longer be so generous with your arrogance. Unlike you, the RFA is being careful in order to minimize damage. You mean that our definitions of damage are different? You must be ready to suffer some damage without hesitation, in order to contribute to the establishment of paradise to come, and V is not strong enough to do that. A boy has gone missing and he's just neglecting him. And that boy is very useful. We cannot afford to lose him. He is also what motivates Seiran to prove himself. Yeah, I'd hate to see more tragedy to those brothers, so keep your hands off them. Somebody told you that those boys are brothers. Did Seiran tell you? Or did V tell you when he infiltrated his place? You don't have to tell me now. Even if you don't want to tell me, you'd soon get to tell me yourself. Saf, I have a question. I wonder if right now you're scorning me and letting your imaginations fly in your room. For example, that Rei will come back and save you. Well, then allow me to keep my mouth shut. So that's it, you're so naive. You've let such a foolish imagination take over you, that you might find miracle today, just because Seiran visited you last night. However, I believe I already told you last evening. You're nothing but a bait to find Seiran. Since Seiran visited your room, I believe that's why I was able to find him. No! Get your bloody hands off my Rei/Seiran. Why is he in bed? Is he sick? Take your hand off his forehead, you creep. He's merely giving time for the elixir to spread over his body. He must be aware that he has done something terribly wrong, so he said nothing, and drank all the elixir I gave him. I'm sure it was a lot to take in. Has he finally come to understand that there's no way for him to run away from this place? Away from Magenta. Stop abusing him. Abuse him. I'm saving this boy. You can't save him, you cannot. But you can be my bait, so I shall keep you alive just a little more, because you've proven yourself useful to this boy on several occasions. Yeah, I'm not letting you use me so easily. Do you think so? I think things will be easy if I use you as training material to shape and mould this child. You will soon be grateful that you can sacrifice yourself for the establishment of a mighty paradise. Very soon you will get to see the elixir of salvation, and all members of the RFA would get to taste the elixir starting with you. Do you seriously think you can find peace with such a forceful and torturous and disturbing method? You absolute utter creep. If you expect an answer to that, why don't you find a history book? I couldn't even bother to answer you. Yeah, that's because you don't have an answer. Oh, that's right. Did you read what V said last night? Yeah, and he's feeling guilty. And you're an awful, awful person for exploiting that. And he should be guilty. It appears he finally realised how gravely mistaken he was when he thought that he can provide me the love I needed and promise me eternal love, as if he could give me anything I want, but he tries to drown me in love that denies who I am, the hypocrite. Ugh. Rika, just stop, trying to rely on other people. Are you saying that I am suspecting my own power? That's interesting, but I'm sorry to tell you, you're wrong. That hypocrite will soon kneel before Seiran. Seiran is growing stronger. I hope Seiran will wake up soon. I believe there's nothing better than watching Seiran destroy V himself. Can I see him? Don't even dream about it. Ha. Now I must go see my child again. Oh, don't call him that! That's so creepy! As for you, I want you for the time being. Play along with the RFA so that they'll continue talking. Okay, well, don't hurt him, you weirdo. I promise him a brilliant future. Even if he suffers now, he needs that suffering. I must go for eternal paradise. Oh! I hate her! Oh, I don't want to. I don't want to see it. I don't want to know what's happening. Oh, 8 years ago. Seiran, Mum's sleeping. Come on, this is our chance. I'm scared, Se-young. Look at how much she drank. She'll be asleep for an hour or two, trust me. Okay. Oh, are they escaping or something? What's happening? I feel much better without that smell of alcohol, don't you think? I don't know. That's because you stay in the room all the time. Oh, I'm never going to drink in my life. Oh my god, so this is why Seven doesn't drink. I remember that about him. Here, Seiran, try this. Oh! Oh! Oh my god, look at them! Oh! Wow, what is this? It's cold, but it's so sweet. It's called ice cream. Isn't it good? But I couldn't bring it home because it melts so fast. I'm happy I can have this outside with you. I hope we never have to go back home. I wish I could soon get out of there with you. But Mum said if we run away, Father will find us and kill us. I'll find a way. Until then, let's hang in there. Oh, what's wrong? You're smarter and stronger than me, so you'll be fine alone. But if I run from home, I'll be nothing but a burden. What are you talking about? Is it because of what Mum told you? She said I'm stupid and useless. She said I'll die if I live alone outside. She said I'm a burden and I make her tired. So when we live together, I'll just do the same to you. I want to run away safely and live together because you're here with me. If I were alone, I would have done dangerous jobs only. I'm being a nice boy because you're here. I'm so prone to being a bad guy. I don't get what you're saying. You're super nice. I think it would be awesome to live like you. Can't I be like you? I want to rebel against Mum and run away like you. To be honest, I'm too much of a coward. I wish I could get angry when you rebel and help you. When I'm with Mum, the only thing I can say is that I'm sorry.
달라졌으면 하는 건 없는데 한 가지만 약속해줬으면 좋겠어.
Don't you think I'm annoying? Tell me if there's anything you want me to change. Change? I don't think there's anything you need to change in particular, but promise me one thing. What is it? Let's stay the way we are, without thinking that we're wrong because of Mum or Dad. But I'm a coward. I'm weak. That's what she said. I think you're kind and tender. There's no way I'm kind and tender. I think you're being too nice to me. She said I'm a devil. Am I really a devil? No, never. So don't trust what Mum says. You're not a coward. You're not weak. It's just that you're kind and tender. Promise you won't let Mum change you, okay? Promise. Here, let's do a pinky promise. Oh no! Oh, that's too cute! That is too sweet! Oh, Seiran, sweetheart! Let's make a promise on this delicious ice cream. Do we have to promise on this delicious ice cream? Yes, Seiran, you promise me that you'll stay the way you are, and won't let Mum change you. Promise that you'll be generous, Seiran, not selfish, Seiran. Promise that you'll be kind, Seiran, who says sorry first, not angry, Seiran. Okay, promise, Sejong. I promise I'll never lose myself. I'll stay kind and tender. No matter what? Yeah, no matter what. Oh, this is actually tragic. Ah! Shit, sorry. What did he say? Yes, we are not like our father. Oh, and then Rika came along and ruined everything. You're awake. Are you Seiran or Ray? It appears you have to wait until the evening to return to work, so take a break and get replenished. There are loads of work. There's lots of work waiting for you to prove how strong you are. Now that we collected all data RFA had, it's time to plot a plan. We'll save them. Rejoice. Anyway, this time, the time has finally come to prove how useful you are. Show the world how strong and useful you are. Alright, last time to play catch up and then... Okay. Saf, the messenger, was it a little weird just now? Yeah, there was a reason why it felt weird. Was it that? What was it? What is that? Is the hacker back online? There's someone who's jealous of us, that's all I can tell you. It's not that, you don't have to worry. You scared me just now. Seven isn't here, is he? I tried to log in, but it was blocked. That was scary. But you can log in again, and that's great. I'll say, I was so scared our messenger would be gone. Oh, Saf, did you see what V and Zen talked about just before? Yeah, and I feel so bad for him. It must have been so hard. I've been viewing him in not so positive light for the past year, but now I feel different. I can't agree with everything they said, but now I get that V is feeling extremely guilty over Rika. Now that he was honest, don't you feel so much better? It's good that he was honest, and I hope he'll find the courage to continue to do so and to ask for help, which he needs. I agree. I hope he'll find the courage and tell us everything, so that all of us can cooperate in finding Seven. Personally, regarding V, I think now I'm less suspicious of him. Oh, V, hi! V, have you heard anything about Seven? Not yet. Oh no. I'm so worried. I hope he's safe. Do you need help? Look at me and tell me if you need help. I'm on the edge of my seat myself. Seven's gonna be okay though, right? It's been hours since Seven logged in. What if something bad happened already? I wish I could do something right now. Since there are tons of stuff we don't know, we can't help even if we wanted to, am I correct? V, you can save 7. Please take courage.
헐.
Yes, I will. Seriously, you will? Are you sure your name's V? I tried to wait until Jimin returns, but there isn't much time. Right, there isn't. But then it will be too late. First, why don't we call the police? Police won't be able to help us. Yeah, public power is not a part of this, it's something personal. I think there's something is going on where laws cannot reach. Personal. Jae-hee told me that our loss of contact with 7 is irrelevant to our recent encounter with the prosecution service. She did? Yes, whether Luciel was taken by the public power or not, I can guarantee it's because of his personal relations. Personal relations? Can you give me details? I'm about to. Really? V, are you going to unleash your secret? Yes, I will soon publish all of this in the media. I was originally planning to keep it confidential until then. However, I decided to accept the fact that there is no way to protect everyone, and at the same time make sure everyone is happy. V, that's so much character growth on your part. I am so proud. We need to save everyone. So you admit to perfection is not an option. Yeah. V, I am so proud of you. Not to mention there's no time. You can say I was forced to take another step of growth. You're growing up, V. So, yes, so it seems. From here on, once you hear my story and decide that the RFA is too dangerous, you're welcome to leave. Ugh. I don't think anyone's good. So, V, sweetie, it's fine. The RFA will be fine. Yusung, let me join you. Let's share the weight of the secret. Hold my hand while we listen. Sure thing. Of course, I'm not leaving until I hear everything, but since you're being so serious about this, let me brace myself. Very well. Okay, tell us, we don't have much time.
헐.
Alright, so tell me, what is 7's secret? Sure, I'll tell you everything. 7 is working at an agency comprised of talented hackers. Since his agency frequently treats national confidential information, he would often find himself in life-threatening situations. He must infiltrate anonymously and make himself escape anonymously. So he was being serious. Is that job even legal? That's really extremely difficult to answer. I think we should just give that a pass. And please allow me to do that. I just can't imagine what he'd have been through. Just what made him work at such a dangerous place? It's to hide from his father. Who's his father, and why would he want to hide from his own father? Ooh, get ready for a heart attack, Yusung. Deep breath. Luciel is the illegitimate son of the Prime Minister who wanted to buy my pictures. Confused noises? So everyone would know the story about these tragic brothers.
헐.
Saf, did he know about all of this? I found her and told her myself the other day about the Prime Minister. No way! He became an agent in order to hide who he really is. He didn't want to, though, because he wanted to be with his younger brother. Younger brother? Yes, he has a younger brother. He didn't abandon anybody. Okay. And Saf happens to be with Luciel's brother. What? He's really good with computers, and he's none other than... He's not in a good place to be my boyfriend. I'm sorry if that's supposed to be what I'm saying, but I can't bring myself to say things like that. He's not in the right state of mind to have a relationship yet. And we've not had the talk, so I'm not going to start imposing, well, you can't do this, you've got to do this instead. Like, he can make his own decision and it has to come from him. Wait a sec, I think my brain's getting overloaded. Before we chat about this young brother, could we wrap up the part about the Prime Minister? Very well. Wait. Where should I start? So, did Jimin and Zen get interviewed because the Prime Minister did something? That's right. What? Luciel already officiated it. So the Prime Minister is not what it looks like. I'm completely freaking out here. This is getting much bigger than my head can handle. So is his young brother also an illegitimate son? Yeah, they're twins, which is why the younger one ended up in trouble too.
헐.
But why did you tell Saf first? I'll tell you why very soon. No, wait, so both Seven and his younger twin are in danger right now? Yeah, so the Prime Minister didn't get his hands on the brother yet. That's good, but what about Seven? I should call the police. Wait, if we're against the Prime Minister, shouldn't we protect the brother as well? About him. So, where is his brother? We need to protect him. Yes we do. Because Rika's got her hands all over him and it's gross. Oh, seriously, I can't imagine how scared he must be when his older brother's been kidnapped. Thankfully, he's not shivering in fear of his father, because his twin brother is the hacker that attacked our messenger. What? Why would his brother... Did he want to join the RFA? He's been brainwashed to hate the RFA. He's been manipulated. By your sodding cousin, Yusong. What? Are you serious? This isn't some kind of movie, is it? While Liu Xiao was living the life of an informant, his brother suffered unimaginable pain. I have no right to see his brother. Oh, V. That was something that you could not handle entirely. Do you think so? About what hurt Seven's brother, was it something you could stop? I would have stopped it, of course, if I'd have known about it beforehand. But you didn't know about it, and therefore you couldn't have stopped it. But you didn't. No. So then, did he hack the messenger because he hates the RFA? Because Seven's a member? Then what about Saf? I became part of this without knowing anything, but it turned out that I've been used. What? So was Saf chatting with us all this time or knowing what's going on for both sides? Hey, don't turn on me! At first, yes, but now I'm doing that to protect Seven's brother and the RFA. No way! She is doing her best so that both sides would reach peace, although she is still in the same place with the hacker. She's with the hacker? You mean all this time? Yeah, but... I'm fine. V, you knew about this, didn't you? I tried my best to protect her, but she's safe, because she protected herself very wisely. Oh, you're amazing. You were the one who told us that we can trust Saf. That was because I wanted to reassure everyone. I already knew where she was, along with the fact that she's an innocent person being exploited. Ah, shock, chaos! But one more thing. Aren't we supposed to be against two hackers? There's only one hacker, and he was met with trauma strong enough to split his persona into two. Whoa, now I'm getting really scared here. I just can't imagine what kind of environment he was in. But since I'm already being bombarded with a bunch of shocks, I'll ask details for it later. So then, Seven knew nothing about this. He doesn't know that this hacker is his brother. Seven's heart would have been torn to a million pieces if he knew the truth. He would have been heartbroken, but he should have known about this. He's his brother. I didn't know at first either. It was too late by the time I realised who the hacker is. That's why I asked Jimin for help, and the help was marginalised as the intelligence unit. Oh. Now that we have reached this far, I thought that once Liu Xiao finds out, there would not be a solution to all of this, but only tempest of his rage. But doesn't Seven have a right to be angry? Of course he does, but anger won't solve anything. She's right. But he's the one who's been fighting the hacker. I thought that's the only way I could protect him, along with other things, until now. This is all heartbreaking, but now you must face the truth. I think there's no option left for me other than that. Wait a sec. Yusong. There's more I want to ask. What do you want to ask? About the person who used Seven's brother? Please ask. For the love of God, please ask. Yeah, wait a minute. I think I have to leave. Wait, I still have questions for you. Ask me. I'll tell you all about how horrible your cousin is. I think you're already having a hard time trying to wrap your head around Seven's past. This is so confusing. I'm glad V mustered the courage to tell us the truth. I'm proud of him. Now I see why he couldn't tell us about them until now. They're so shocking. I'm having a hard time trying not to freak out. This is such a huge secret, so V was saying no to the Prime Minister all this time because the Prime Minister approached him while pretending to buy his pictures, right? Yeah, that's right. It must have been creepy. I'm not about to start slating V for not reasoning with the sodding, awful person that is the Prime Minister. I'm starting to admire V for not shivering in front of the Prime Minister. So that's why he kept saying he wants to get us a commendation. In reality, he wants to find out about Seven. Oh, this is so scary. So, in the end, the Prime Minister managed to call Zen and Jim in for interrogations to ask about Seven. Yeah, I'm sure there's nothing he could get from them. I have faith. You gotta have faith. So Seven is the illegitimate son of the Prime Minister, and he's missing. Seven, this is really dangerous, isn't it? Yeah, his brother is in danger too. Oh, did Rika know about this when she was alive? Probably. Whoa! Hello. You were chatting with Yusong. I must see whether you've said something you shouldn't. V and the RFA will confront the truth, Rika. And do you expect me to be scared? Your threat is nothing but a ridiculous monologue to me. Ah, I didn't know their father has been looking for them. That's new. Can you stop? We need to stop talking in the bloody messenger, you know. Yeah, and Seiran might be in danger too. He is in danger. No matter where, he's in sodding danger because of you. This place is safe. If only Seiran grows in a way I want him to, I would get to meet Yusong very soon. I have a perfect place for him to be nurtured. My heart ached so much to see him lost. You're delirious. I'll show you how my delusions becomes reality. Then you'll come to trust me. I miss Yusong. I wonder when Seiran will wake up. I must return to nurse him. Is he suffering a lot? He's under my care. He is none of your business. Now I'm leaving for eternal paradise. Oh, that is really starting to get to me. Kind of proud of how Yusong is handling this, honestly. Finally, the messenger's working again. What's wrong with this app? Hi, anything new?
지치네요.
I told Zen about secrets from V. I also made a call to Jae-hee. Zen said he'll gladly sacrifice himself and reveal all evidence if there is one. Though Jae-hee is trying to stop him since it's dangerous. I think it'd be better to make an official announcement about the party tomorrow. Yeah, what's happening with the party? That doesn't sound dangerous. That doesn't sound so bad, but I think it's kind of dangerous. Oh. I think that's what Jae-hee thinks. If we're going to unleash these secrets, first the truth about the Prime Minister and his illegitimate sons is a must, and if there's any evidence on the group of people that use the hacker and you to their benefits, we should get them. You want everyone in the world to learn about those twins and the Mintai. I think that's the only way we can stop the Prime Minister and also you. No, I'm afraid I cannot let that happen, because magenta should never be revealed to the world. Yeah, the colour magenta is a secret. Oh my god, do you remember the magenta cult with Zio? That was fun. That was a fun time. I miss having fun. I miss when Kamen Rider was fun. Revealing the Mintai isn't our focus, rather it's on revealing what the Prime Minister has committed. Okay, but also we should be revealing the Mintai, though. I mean, the other option wasn't better, but... I mean, we're not stopping the RFA, we still need to expose Mintai, come on. I'm aware of that. So the RFA would be able to reach its goal without making us naked to the world. And it is better for the likes to get together. If the man is powerful enough to kidnap Se-Young so easily, he'd be wonderfully useful to us. I wish there's a chance to meet him in the future. Are you saying it doesn't matter how evil he is as long as he's powerful? Of course. He's a useless failure as a parent, but I'd say he's useful in another aspect. See, this is why you're awful. You're an awful person, Rika. Is Se-Ran safe? I mean, he's not because he's with you. Of course he's not safe. You've been asking that for quite some time now, and you never give me a satisfying answer. He'll eventually be safe, and he'll be strong. Once he awakens, the inert Ray, who's finally back, will eventually obey me, though he wouldn't want to at first. We would never have lost Lu Xiao if he kept him locked up right next to him and protected him like I do. I'm so upset that we actually lost Lu Xiao. That boy was so useful. Oh, Rika, you are not Se-Ran's guardian, and it is so creepy and disturbing when you act like you are. In that case, who would protect this boy if I don't? You. You think you can protect him when you're saying nothing but what weaklings say. You're no different from V. That's the kind of person he is. V wanted to protect such a useful and smart boy, and sent him somewhere dangerous, and thus forced him to stand on his own. If he hadn't done that, by now there would have been 2 useful hackers with me. I'm so glad I didn't let V take control over Se-Ran. He's not the one taking control. Look at how you make Se-Ran tremble in fear. If you continue, he'll be destroyed, you evil, evil woman. I'd rather have him traumatized. I'd rather have him bent and broken and bankrupt of feelings. In that case, it'll be so much easier for the both of us. Really, V, you don't know what the Forsaken children really need. Oh, exploiting an abandoned person's wound to control him is like stabbing where he's already been stabbed. Didn't I tell you already? Children brought in misery can never stand alone in the usual way. They must have someone to keep them entrapped in bosom under protection throughout their lifetime of education. Protection within a sturdy fence is the best gift those children can have. I am so sick and tired with your philosophy. Both you and Veer are from a world completely different from mine. You never know what the definition of happiness is for us. I'm looking at Ray right now, resting like an angel in my presence, and I can see how much he needs me. I should get a new towel for him before he starts sweating more. Stop trying to take care of him. It's creepy and weird. Stop hurting Se-Ran. You can act all nice and sweet and caring and maternal as much as you want, but it doesn't change the fact that this is your doing and your fault, and leave him alone. Also, don't end the chat. I was talking to you, Sung. How rude. I am saving him. Your logics are ill. They will bring nothing but discomfort. Now I must take my leave. Arkano Ishino Mamani. Seriously. Ray, the doctor said you can get up now. I know you're not Se-Ran. Are you temporarily back to Ray? But you already took all those bottles of elixir. Maybe the elixir isn't working. Or maybe something was wrong in the production of that batch. But don't worry, I'll never leave you. We can start all over again when the new elixir is complete. Where is Saf? I knew you would look for her. She is in her room. I know you want to see her, but there's something you must do before that. Right now, Lu Xiao is absent from RFA, so this is our chance to work on our plan to bring each member of the RFA one by one based on the data we collected so far. We must complete our analysis on at least 2 of them before the night is over. So we must hurry. We don't know when Lu Xiao will be back. But what if I say no? Looks like the elixir is a complete failure, but your face tells me the elixir is definitely in effect. How strange. You know the rules of this place. If you don't obey, I have no choice but to make you obey. And that would mean you'll suffer. Being a hacker is also suffering. You cannot survive doing only what you want to do. Even if you don't assume your role, someone else will. If this place is really the paradise, then nobody would have to do that job, isn't that right? I wish you wouldn't talk about the paradise like that, Ray. You have no idea what paradise is really like. This isn't paradise. What was that? This isn't paradise. Paradise isn't with you. Paradise is with the person who makes me feel I'm alive. I felt alive when she hugged me. I could feel my heart beating. Even the air I breathed in and out tasted so happy. If that's not paradise, what else is? You felt that you've become someone else because of those flurries of emotions. I too experienced something similar when I was still with V. Those emotions will one day betray and deny you, and they'll make you lose yourself. But that won't happen in this place. That's why I founded this place. Darkness is not a sin in this place. We can stay the way we were born. That's who you are, Ray. You're a failure from birth. You're dark, cowardly. You are helpless, incapable of anything without someone's command. I know that. Even if you say these silly things, I'll never dispose of you. I love you. This place is under progress. For security and happiness of people like us. I'm devoting myself for that. But if you don't obey me, you'll never reach the true paradise. You're not the leader of the paradise. You only want a machine that will do everything as you say. Ray, you're working at this place in return for a secure life. Aren't you happy? Aren't you happy that somebody needs people like us? Step outside if you dare. You think the world wants such dark-oriented failures like us. Now I can see that's what you're scared of. What? You're scared to step outside, aren't you? You're scared that people will leave you. Like you said, you don't want to be abandoned by someone like how you were abandoned by your parents. You're speaking gibberish because the elixir isn't working. That's why you're not leaving the people who came here. You're trying to force everyone to do something. Who told you that? Is it Saf? It was Seiban. He told me this from within. He said you'll always be heartless to the believers. He said you'll do the same heartless thing that someone else did to you. No, I love them. I'm doing this all for their sake. Just why would you think I'm doing something they did to me? Who do you think you are to tell me that? Seiban told me he did something heartless too, because he didn't want to suffer such heartless things himself. And you're hurting people because you're scared you'll get hurt, aren't you? I'm nothing like my parents. I'll never abandon my children. I'm saving them. That's just an excuse. You're just being cruel to people at this place, just like how your parents were cruel to you.